Okay, welcome back to another little update of the 670 in an Avid flyer. What's been holding up the longest is redoing the cowling. This has been a daunting task, but it's been fun and learning. So far what we had to do was we made a whole new carbon fiber top mount. How I did that was I took my original cowling, the top piece, fiberglass over it, gel coat, fiberglass, pulled it off, had my nice gel coat mold, laid up carbon fiber in it. I didn't vacuum it, I didn't have a bag big enough, and I don't have a pump to do it. So what I did was just lay it up, and then you lay down your green stuff. I don't remember the word for it. I'll get it for you in a minute. Anyways, you lay that down, and that's how I got the top mold. And when you do just a layup, you really got to squeegee the best you can, or push out all the air, because what you're trying to do is get the liquid or the resin to soak up through into the carbon fiber, not so much getting the carbon fiber wet from the backside and trying to push it through. That way you alleviate air bubbles. And I got some, that's all this little white stuff is air bubbles that kind of went back and just filled in with a mix of epoxy and microbloom. Real lightweight, real easy to sand, but rock hard, and it adheres really well. So I got a little bit of air bubbles out of that. So easy fill, and then do that. So then what I came back and did next was I took the lower cowling, and what we did was we hacked up our original cowling. We hacked it up and made foam mold. We used that spray mold, sprayed foam I should say, and kind of shaved it and shaped it the best we could. And we also used the blocks. They sand and cut a little bit better. You don't have the air voids or gaps you get from just blowing in or using the Tough Stuff spreader. When it kind of adheres out, you'll get air pockets in it, and then you'll cut through a solid what you think when you have an indent. So that didn't come out too well, but we got it the best we could. And then I used basically spackle, like for drywall, so then all the voids sanded out smooth to get the general shape we wanted. What we had to do was we had to cut out a spot for our pipe to stuck out some, and also the inlet scoop up here we did for our radiator mounts that are going with the belly, going with the, decided to go with the front one. More aesthetics, I guess. Probably a little lighter weight, it's not as big. In testing with that radiator, it's been a happy little plane. No heating issues. But that's what we went through. So what I did was we hacked that up, foamed that in. And so imagine we still had original cowling back into here. And what I did was I laid over carbon fiber over our mold, which I also, once spackling, I taped over, waxed, so nothing would stick to it, packing tape. And then what I did was pulled it out, pulled the whole thing out, got rid of all the foam, cut all the foam out, boom, and we're left with a good shape working. And then what I went through was, so basically from here is all gone, original cowling, and the back here was left with cowling, original fiberglass cowling. What I did was I ended up just molding carbon fiber into their existing cowling left over. And I do have some cowling piece right here to keep the shape up here, but all that original cowling is gone. And I just went back, and wherever my carbon fiber was not due to the shape coming back in, cut all that cowling out, and then took the carbon fiber here from this side, and then also from the inside, laid in work to get it to stick all well. So, lost weight, I want to think. I feel like I did. I cut a lot of old cowling out, which was a much thicker, because you don't have to go as thick with carbon fiber because it's a lot stronger and lighter weight. So I did lose weight there, lost weight on the top cowling. So right now, real rough. I still need to cut it a little bit better, sand it up, shape it. Along the rim here, I'm going to take clear plastic sheets, it's for vacuum bagging, lay it over my windshield and kind of make a little bowl to protect all my my electronics, stuff like that, and lay carbon fiber up here, up and over, to get this to perfectly fit the curvature of my cowling a little bit better. So that's kind of where I'm at. Let me kind of give you a walk around and see what I'm looking at. Real rough, got a lot of sanding to do. But this is thus far the shape. Here's our inlet, our two originals, and then the new added radiator. And then the cowling, once again, shape it, got the line cut in, everything's mounted where the mounting holes will be. Come back, fill the voids, and like I said, got to work out. You see that little air pockets here. Fill it in, sand it all smooth, sand all this smooth. One thing I did find when doing carbon fiber as like a layup, do use the green peel ply, that's the word. Use the peel ply on so you lay it down, lay peel ply over. What I found was it really helped suck in all the resin to the surface. So you get this finish versus this finish here. And it made it easy. It's gonna make it easier to sand and actually fill in all the voids. So what I still need to go do back, what I need to go back to and kind of just find some where it kind of does little ripples. I'm gonna use body filler, lightweight body filler to kind of fill in, just give it a smooth feel. But all in all, it's been a fun project. So when I made this piece and this piece to get them to line up perfect, what I did was I went through, put them together. Gap's good there. I need to make a carbon fiber back skirt so this will sit against it and then I could screw into it. But anyways, what I did was I glued them two together. That's what the strip is here. And I glued the front end to beef it up, where they'll be attaching there, where they'll be attaching there. And I glued them together, trued it up, beefed up my attach points, and then I went through, cut it in, cut the two pieces apart. Now I'm gonna work two pieces separately. It's more easy to manage. Sand it all down, get a nice smooth finish, come back, put that piece in, sand it all down, prime it, and paint it. But all in all, that's where we're at with the cowling. It's coming along. It's fun. It's like adult paper mache that's expensive, really. So it does add up. I would recommend, if you're doing this, when you're doing, so I would recommend getting the part 206 and 205. I believe 205 is a hard, for most systems, is the fast hardener, and then 206 I believe is the slower hardener, or I have it flipped. But when you're doing large pieces, like when I did the lower cowling itself, I went with the slow cure because it gives you time before it actually starts to kick to get your pieces in, get it all set up, make sure it's smooth, get your peel ply down. But when you're doing smaller works, like when I was attaching this piece and this piece in, I will go with the fast hardener. This is all slow hardener, but the fast hardener, so it just sticks real quick and goes. But that's that so far. I'm hoping we'll get it flying soon. Thanks.